Hello and welcome to Friday Nights with TCF, presented by The Loop Sports. I am Zach Lilia.
I'm Boomy. You can follow me right down here at BoomyTCF. Make sure you follow the Twitter main page at typical_Chicago, and you can follow The Loop Sports at the Loop_sports.
How are we doing tonight?
Doing well. It's been a good week.
Been a great week. It's Friday, so that's always good. The weekend is upon us, finally. Let's go. Let's just dive right into it. Bears. Like I said, the whole time I'm watching the game last week, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not that – like, it sucks that they're losing, but they should have won last week.
Right, and that's the thing. They played good enough to win on certain ends of the ballgame. Like, they lost the game, though, because of special teams, and that's tough. But no, I don't even want to hear about that. That's the reason that we lost the game in Detroit. So
No. But before I forget, you can follow the main page.
I got you.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
My bad. I was kind of spaced
out.
It's all
good.
I was looking. I got my own little, if you can't tell, it's an iPad right here. It's pink, but not a big deal. But, yes, I'm looking up some stats. What was Trubisky? He was 26 for 50.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good. A lot of passing. They should have run it a little bit more. But really and truthfully, for what the offense did, they should have won the game.
Right.
I mean, the offense gave 31 points against the New England Patriots. That should have won a game. Special team gives up 14 points. I mean, the block punt, awful. I mean, he had O'Donnell had no chance.
Yeah.
No chance. I mean, Peterson just ran right through him. Right, Peterson?
I think so.
Ran right through him. I mean, it was just ugly.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like 31 points offensively should be enough for you to pick up a win, but it is the Patriots, and, it is Tom Brady at the end of the day. But I was actually impressed the way the Bears stayed in that game. I thought that they could have easily went the other way. And
especially
it could have been a 20-23.
Rookie of the Year candidate Kevin White had a great fourth quarter.
It came down to a yard.
When I saw somebody catch it, I did not expect it to be Kevin White.
No.
I mean, and then on the 1 yard line, really?
Just crushing your dreams.
It crushed my dreams. I mean, even though what would overtime have done, probably gave Tom Brady a chance to beat us, but it would have gave us a chance.
Right.
And but with the whole thing is Kevin White should be playing over Josh Bellamy.
He's going to, though, I think, coming up here soon.
Yeah, because Josh Bellamy we figured out what Josh Bellamy is, and it's not. It was 0 for 4. Lost one in the sun. It was weird. I've watched a lot of games at Soldier Field. And I've never really seen people struggle that much with the sun. Allen Robinson had the same problem. It was weird.
It was weird, but like at the same time,
I think Edelman had one off the face because of it.
At the same time, though, I mean, if the clouds aren't out, then it's going to be a bright day in Chicago. There's not a ton of block there on the lake right there.
The Edelman thing again. How do those two Bears just jump right over the ball? They were both just trying to pick it up right into the end zone, and guess what ended up happening? They didn't get the ball, and Edelman got right back on it, and it was ugly. Yeah. The tackling was ugly by the defense, and we'll get into the Jets game with Khalil Mack did not look like Khalil Mack out there. He would drop back a bunch of times.
I didn't understand that.
It just looked like Khalil Mack was hurting, and I'm gonna go into it a little bit when we talk about the next game. But I think he should take a few weeks off.
Yeah, I just take
Just
it easy
and
heal it up so you're at 100%. Because the guy behind him is not bad either.
And Leonard Floyd, you got to show me something, dude. I mean, he just seems like non-existent. The hand's healed up. It's good now. And it's just – Roquan Smith, though, is looking good. Yeah. He looks like he had the only sack, I think.
The only thing I'm worried about is that maybe he's looking good because, with being so young and being so inexperienced, teams aren't really haven't figured out how to guard him yet, you know what I'm saying? But it makes a big difference in that second year. When people are making adjustments to your game. So I think, yes, he's playing well right now, but let's see how he adjusts to the makeup or the changes in the way people are.
Here we go. We have our first comment.
Leave the comments below. Make sure and let us know what you're thinking.
Unless you have
idiots.
Yeah. Bears are fool's gold and will win 6 games this season, blown 3 fourth quarter lead. It is crazy. Who are the 3 quarterbacks that the Bears have lost to? Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Brock Osweiler are the 3 quarterbacks that the Bears have lost to. So they've lost on Kyle Fuller should have caught that ball.
Yeah.
They should have made the field goal in Miami. That would have won the game. Yep. and they should have won. I guess they shouldn't have won last week, but the Hail Mary, they should have gone to overtime.
Like,
it's a tough three.
Honestly, like we've been over this a million times, me being a Packers fan, but and truthfully, like those 2 losses to 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, those aren't that bad a loss.
No, I mean,
Brock Osweiler's a better
like I said, you kind of chalked up it's going to be a very tough to beat Tom Brady.
Right.
But I also did not. I don't know. My stupid brain didn't think about it. Rob Gronkowski was not out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it just took me a while. Like think about if he would have been out there. I mean, we couldn't tackle their little wide receivers. Yeah. How are we going to tackle Rob Gronkowski? Yeah. I mean, the Bears' defensive tackling has just been poor the last few weeks.
That's being nice about it too.
And
they've been missing. I mean,
I feel like. I mean, like I said, Roquan had the 1 sack, but it seemed like they had no pressure on the quarterback at all. Tom Brady was just doing whatever he wanted. He had all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it just you could just see how much Khalil Mack does impact that team.
Against Evan's first point, though, Bears are fool's gold. They're not fool's gold though because no one expected them to even have a win.
Okay, I'm off Floyd, but we're not going to waive Floyd. Is that what you're trying to say?
If that's the case, that's the dumbest thing I've heard since somebody may or may not be named Evan Goy said the Cubs were out of the pennant race in June and going to finish 4th.
And the division is right there.
But
I mean,
they're not fool's gold though. That's the thing that people keep saying. Like, they're not though because no one had these expectations. They're coming out and showing that they're actually competent. So,
but what I mean is that the division is right there for anyone to take.
Exactly. Everybody expected at best an 8-8 season, and now they have an opportunity for better than that. Like, what are we?
Wait, what did I say? 9-7.
That's a little much.
9-7.
But like
that was right. That was right before we got Khalil Mack too. So
8-8 would have been a good year.
Oh yeah, I'm not that worried about it at all.
No.
I mean, it sucks that we're 3-3, but we're 3-3. We're like a 1 game out of the division, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
The Vikings look whatever. The Packers defense looks a little iffy. So I like the spot. At least the Bears will be competing for a spot. But I'm gonna say it. Here we go. Let's talk about the Jets game. It's a must win because Packers bye. Must have been great for you to see. Bears.
Must be nice for you guys to get to play the Cardinals, the Dolphins, and all these other cupcake ass teams.
It's fine by me. But what I'm saying is if you lose to the Jets this week, cancel the season.
Oh yeah, that's not good if they do lose to the Jets.
You got the Jets and then you got Buffalo, which in my mind you should be sitting Khalil Mack.
Right.
Should definitely be sitting because you really don't need him, and you need him healthy for the rest of the season. The ankle's not going to get healthy when you keep forcing it out there.
The Bears should be able to beat the Jets, sans Khalil Mack. That's as simple as it needs to be. And I know they're professionals, they're an NFL team, but like, come on, let's not beat around the bush and act like the Jets. I mean, they do have a rookie quarterback who hasn't proven a ton yet. He's better than some people gave him original credit for, but let's not act like he's out there, burning the world down.
No.
He's Sam Darnold, and he plays for the Jets. Like, let's relax a little bit.
And
it is an absolute must-win because Green Bay has a really tough one with the Rams, and Minnesota has the Saints. So the Bears have the easiest game of the week.
It'd be nice
You have to use this week to make up some ground against those, this week and next week with having Buffalo. You have to make up some ground with those dog-ass teams. You
got to, and that's always been the Bears' problem.
Yeah. They beat the teams they're not supposed to, and then they screw around with teams that...
Because really, truthfully, the offense, I'm not that worried about it because, I mean, they fought until the end last week.
Yeah.
It's the defense that I'm worried about. And the nice thing is the defense can kind of work itself out maybe the next few weeks, and it won't lose the game for them.
Right. And speaking of defenses to worry about, like, my Packers are in trouble this week.
In trouble.
But in all honesty, they're going to cover. They're an 8-point dog.
Oh, that's wild.
And I keep saying St. Louis, but the Los Angeles has not been covering spreads this year. Yeah, and that game, I know it's in Los Angeles, but
their defense has been a little iffy too.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they do have some older guys. They have some vets, so there's going to be an opportunity for Aaron Rodgers to do his thing. Now, granted, do I think that's going to happen? I don't think the Packers are going to win, but I think they're going to cover. And this defense, this is a lot to prove because I keep doing it. Los Angeles does have a good offense. Cooper Kupp and Jared Goff and obviously Todd Gurley is insane. They have a lot to prove this week. But Aaron Rodgers has a lot to prove here as well, with the simple fact that he's got to go up against one of the best defenses in the NFL. So it does worry me. It is an opportunity for the Rams, and I think the Packers are playing the best team in the NFC. It's an opportunity for the other division teams to take maybe a step in the direction
Evan
that
says
they need to go.
Packers will get lucky and win. Puke. Adam Bakari. Oh, Adam Bakari.
Adam
What's up,
Bakari,
man?
what's up, man?
Pawpaw legend.
Skateboarder, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Big skateboarder.
Oh yeah. He's out in, I think, Wyoming now.
Military?
No, I think he
Is
just
that his brother?
building cabins and then he
Oh.
ended up living out there. Looks
Shout
pretty
out.
freaking. Looks pretty cool, honestly.
Shout out, Adam. Good hearing from you,
The
man.
nature.
But no, like the Packers. Like, I'm a Packers fan. I don't think the Packers are going to win.
That's not. I mean, it'd be crazy for you to think they're going to win. I mean, the
That's-
Rams
the
are the
Rams
best
are the
team
best.
in NFL,
And
and
anyway,
I think they're the best team. In
I
the
can't
NFL.
wait. I think the Rams and the Chiefs play each other in the regular season.
That's gonna be tough, but
That's going to be that game. Whatever they want to put, Vegas wants to put the
Who do you
over
think
at. I'm playing it.
okay. So where do you rank the two quarterbacks? Who's better? Of the quarterbacks, Jared Goff or Mahomes?
Oh,
Because I asked that because
Oh.
who do you think who's the Chiefs running back?
Kareem Hunt.
Not better than Todd Gurley.
But
That's
the
what I'm saying.
Chiefs-
I think they have a better offense.
The Chiefs do have Tyreek Hill. They have Travis
yeah.
Kelsey. They have Sammy Watkins, who's having a crazy rejuvenation of his career. So I think that, like,
Which rejuvenate?
Maybe-
You say rejuvenate? He got hurt, right?
well, he's bounced around quite a bit.
I'm gonna
the
say
last
he's not
couple
like that
years.
old, is he?
No,
Sammy Watkins
he's
is-
maybe 5 years in, but like he's been on 3 different teams, I think. And I've always been a big Sammy Watkins fan, and he actually used to play for the Rams.
Yep.
But I think that maybe Kareem Hunt doesn't get the touches Todd Gurley does because of the weapons, and that's hard for me to say because the Rams do have weapons. But I think if I'm going to have to make a decision right now, I think I'm going to say that Jared Goff is the better quarterback for the simple fact he's proven he can do it for more than 6 games. That's the only reason. That's
Yeah.
really the only reason.
And
They're very good. They're both very good.
Bears are 8-point favorites. That's
That's
kind
a
of
lot
crazy.
of points to
Just
cover.
because I don't like seeing that number because when the Bears have numbers like that, just never have. Like
Yeah.
usually it's a loss. Like
That's
it's a crazy
weird
loss.
number, man. That is a tough number.
It's a very
It's like the Rams being an 8.5. I think it's an 8.5 point favorite against the Packers. So that's a lot of points to cover, and in a professional football game, you know.
Yep.
What's Egoy got to say now? Is probably something nonsensical.
Goff and Mahomes is on.
Read it to the people viewing.
I don't really know.
Golf and Mahomes is on a hot streak, but beatable.
Well, yeah, they're
Goff
not-
is not have big a hot streak as
Take the
Mahomes.
Jets.
Take the Jets.
The points, you mean?
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he legit. I think thinks the Bears are going to lose to the Jets. He told me that today.
That's insane.
What's Tyler Keller got to say?
Nothing.
Nothing,
Fox
just-
hat, question mark?
Dude,
That's okay. Yes. Thank you for
you.
bringing that up. This is ugly. He thinks it's just because it's cool, it's warm. Like, we should put a piece of tape over the front of the
we
hat.
should listen.
Come on.
Listen. All right, I bought this hat when I was like 18.
I don't care about the
I
stupid
had
story you
no
have.
money.
I care about the stupid logo on the
Dude.
front of it.
Okay, when I'm shoveling the snow and I got this nice little thing to keep my ears cold or ears warm, I don't want to hear it.
I think we need to get a nice little screen grab of that. It looks like you just got your tooth pulled or something.
Dude, this is really fun. Like, my head is so warm right now, but I went outside earlier. I found this buried in my closet, and I enjoy the
Oh, yeah,
hat.
socks hat. Everyone's questioning you.
Listen, I'm sorry. All right, but it's a cool hat. I'll put a picture of it on Twitter. There's a really cool design.
Wear it backwards.
You see that?
I wanted you to do it because I knew that would.
That actually
Nice. That's bad.
You
feel like
like-
I'm being birthed or something.
You look like you're old and.
Old school football helmets.
Yeah, I feel like I'm suiting up for a game in 1910. Okay, like my whole head, I'm like sweating
Buy
right
a
now.
stocking hat, you dummy.
What do you say?
Buy a stocking hat.
Who said that?
TK.
Leave me alone.
The Bears are not gonna. We should. What do you want to make? We should make a bet with Igor that the freaking
Yeah,
Jets.
what's your price, Egoy?
That's unbelievable.
Because I will take the Bears to win that game. They're not. I don't think they're going to cover, but they're going to
No,
win.
I mean if they lose the game, it's ugly.
It
ugly.
is a lot.
Jets stink. Jets
Thank you.
stink.
I think Adam enjoys my hat. I'm a diehard Cubs fan.
But you couldn't tell by the look of the hat.
Look
But-
at that flow, though. That hair looked real
TK's
good in
not a
that.
cool hat. It has a Sox logo on it. Shrug emoji.
He's not wrong.
Okay, like we're gonna be he's gonna be that Cubs fan that just like hates. I don't care about the White Sox; they're irrelevant to me.
I've turned a page in that because
I just don't care.
No.
Oh, you're back on the other.
I'm
side.
back on the hate.
I don't
because
care.
all the Sox fans that hated on the Cubs when they lost this year, I remember that. You think we're just supposed to like let them just be? They hated on us too much.
Well, I hate
too
the fans. Their
I'm back.
organization means nothing to me.
Oh, the organization.
Like
I'm done.
The Cubs Cardinals rivalry means something. Like I
Oh
dislike,
well, yeah, I know, but I have
dislike
hate.
the Padres
hate's
more
back.
than
The hate's back.
I hate their fans for the most part because they all were Brewers fans for a little bit.
They all go together though. You gotta make sure that the team and the fans are all one.
Yeah, no.
Gotta hate.
I just like the hat. I have like 50. I'm gonna try and wear a different hat every week.
That's your new thing.
That's gonna be my new thing.
New hat, booming.
So everyone crapping all over my hat, piss off.
I keep crapping on it because it is gross. Let's move on to.
He's just mad his ears are cold.
My ears are actually perfectly fine because I'm heated right now.
Mine are toasty.
Yeah, I made it really
Actually, I probably should have taken this off, but when I came,
You said that you're gonna have to keep it up because it's warm.
It's hot.
But let's move on to our picks. Which do we have the record, or do you have it quick?
No, I'm 11, 16, and 1. You are 16, 12, and 2.
Hey Tyler, there's no fucking cussing on the comments, please.
Did I swear?
No, he said it's shit, and I was just messing
Excuse
around.
me, this is a family program. Yeah, you're beating me pretty handily, but
It's a fucking family program.
you said it.
Let's
get into it.
Let's get right into it.
Yeah, you're killing me. Like I said, your record right now.
So this is what I have to
better
address
than
too.
mine.
I keep getting all this hate from Boomy. Oh, I beat you in the poll, dude. Let's do something that matters for sports.
That does matter.
For sports fans.
It's entertainment value.
I don't know. What was the logo in the middle of the screen?
Nothing. It's
Oh.
your first pick.
No, but he just said the logo in the middle of the screen. Gross.
Bears logo. Or not the Bears, the Green Bay.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
I just got rid of it.
No, you're fine. I was just wondering. I was confused.
This one.
My first pick is the Carolina Panthers +2 versus the Ravens. That comeback against the Eagles was very nice.
Yeah, they're
And-
such an up and down team, though.
But I mean, Cam Newton, when he gets hot, he gets hot. And also with that, the Eagles stink.
Oh, they're done.
Stink. That's why I had to bring it up. Oh, and the Ravens stink. Stink.
If I'm not mistaken, the Ravens are winning that division.
I know, but it's fake. Joe Flacco. Oh, lost my pen. Joe Flacco is going to throw it all away.
But
you cannot rely on Joe Flacco to
Lamar
win.
Jackson might win him a Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I'm just messing with you.
I mean, it would be their best option, and it helps that their division kind of stinks this year.
Yeah.
The Steelers
are down.
on the down.
Cincinnati's same thing, but like all the teams in that division are the same.
They're all like they're all
one
very
week
good
they're
or
really
they're
good,
all
and the
like
next
weirdly
week,
bad.
yes.
And like it's like they play up to their division.
They
competition.
play up or down.
Yeah, like their
Up or down
competition.
to their
They're like,
comp-
oh, they stink. Oh,
This
we're
is
gonna.
acting like headphones. I feel like I'm yelling into the microphone.
Producer Joe is the MVP. We'll give him the MVP. Oh, we'll see.
You have a microphone, dummy.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I think you can hear him through it, anyways.
This thing got really hot. My ears are like sweating.
That's just how we work. We're just on fire.
Always.
Move on to your pick.
All
I don't know
right,
if you've done your
I'm gonna
new pick
take
yet.
the Redskins.
Oh shoot!
What are you doing, man?
My bad.
I've got the Redskins. Now, I'm going to have to look up. I honestly don't even remember who they're playing. I did this last night. And the Redskins play. Hang on, it's a mystery. Okay, this is great. I've got the Redskins. I can't remember who they play, but I got them in a pick. I also hit on them last week, so they're probably going to lose this week.
Yeah, the Redskins. Let's see.
Who do they play?
On the fly. On my new iPad.
This is terrible video quality.
I don't think
The Giants.
I don't think that's how you would say it, though.
They're -1 against the garbage Giants. Get out of here. Eli Manning's the worst quarterback in the NFL. So that's without a
How
doubt.
is he still a job?
That
is what
might
I'm
be
trying to
my
think.
hammer it pick of the week.
We don't do that
The
here.
Giants stink. How are they -1 at? I think they're on the road. That's the only reason.
Because
The
if
Giants
you do
stink
think of it,
anywhere.
they do a lot of close games. A lot of close games. The Giants do. It is weird. I
But
mean,
-1. So pretty much what they're saying is they're going to win the game.
But they're just trying to. I think Vegas is just trying to wait till the Giants are going to win something. They're not going to just go.
Yeah, that's
they're
probably
1-6 right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think, don't ever question Vegas.
I know.
That's the thing. You don't ever question Vegas. It's just
You don't.
because then if you end up with no money
You'll find me dead in a bed somewhere if I question Vegas. But I'm taking Washington.
with no money. That's the worst part. With no
Yeah,
money.
Well, I already don't have any of that, so it doesn't matter.
Got me
Who's your
talking.
second pick?
The 3:00 game, I have the Colts -3 at Raiders. Whatever the Raiders are doing the rest of the season, just bet against them because the Raiders want to lose every single game. They just traded Cooper, Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Are they just trying to get? So they're giving a guy who is not very good at drafting people in John Gruden a bunch of draft picks. Because you'd think, he's just going to go out there and he's going to pick them all perfectly.
At the same time, though, he's not the only one making the picks, though.
I'm just saying he is your main guy. And just in general, I don't see – you have to get so lucky with those picks.
But 3 in the first round, like, he's going to hit something.
I understand that, but your
He's not
quarterback's
expecting to hit all 3.
But now your quarterback's in question because
Derek
Derek Carr's
on the
having –
sideline.
what was that all about?
That was weird.
Like, is he that emotional?
Yeah.
I mean –
He's a triple B if he has PMT.
yeah, but I think your bank account should help. I
Yeah,
mean, he just got absolutely paid.
But, dude,
But he's very religious. I know
you're
that.
putting 3 points. Is that what you have it at? Is 2.5 or do you have
3?
So you think that Indianapolis is going to fly to Oakland and cover 3 points?
Yes, 'cause,
I'd hammer
I
the
mean,
opposite.
Andrew
Home
Luck.
dog by 3 points.
Who's he throwing to? Who's on defense? There's nobody there to stop anybody, and the Colts
Dude,
are
stop
looking
acting
not
like
that
the
bad.
Colts are good. Yes, they are.
They're not that bad.
They are bad.
Nah.
They're
Andrew
not
Luck.
good.
Andrew Luck can easily go in there and win the game. Easily.
Who's he going to throw to? Name one wide receiver on the Colts.
No matter. Name wide receiver on the Raiders.
Exactly. A home team's got an advantage there.
I don't think so. If the Raiders have no advantage anywhere this season, doesn't matter where they're at.
We have some
We have
comments.
some comments.
Actually, a good one. So,
Surprisingly.
anyone who watches sports should watch this. He said legit with the okay.
My guy.
And then, so share it. Let
Yeah,
people see
they
it.
shout it out.
And then Egoy said Cooper was losing trade value, and a first-round Raiders got a good deal.
I agree, except like Zach does make a point though. It depends who's making the pick, so it's going to come down to.
But the thing is, it's the NFL, and you're just giving up. You're giving up proven players for. I understand first-round picks. That's great.
But
But-
John Gruden doesn't want to coach those guys. John Gruden has said from day one, wait till I get my guys in here. Like, that's all a part of his plan, though.
So we're trying to
find his
Well,
Brad Johnson.
we're gonna trust a guy who took a Super Bowl win. He won a Super Bowl. Good for him. After the Super Bowl, was under 500 with that team and with his guys.
I'm not disagreeing
with his
with
guy.
you.
So I don't get what this crazy trust we have in John Gruden that has. It's not even validated at all.
I'm with
you. He sat in front of a camera and talked to some QBs
For 10
For
years,
10.
yeah.
No, for 5 years. It
Was
wasn't
it?
that long.
Is that all it was?
And now we're supposed to just think that he's going to put this magical team together. Like, he has no idea what he's doing there. He should. I mean,
But I just
when you
feel
give
like
Khalil
with
Mack,
3 first-round picks, he's going to hit something that, like, all it really takes is a good quarterback or a good running back to completely change an offense right now, the way the NFL
sell
is
that
going.
to the Cleveland Browns. I mean, they've been trying first-round picks, all these round picks for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tough. I mean, it just, like I'm saying, you're just giving up already good players.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they have no rhyme or reason to any of it.
I think a lot of it does have to do with the move to Vegas.
I think a lot of it has to do with that their coach is getting paid $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah. I'm not
That's literally
disagreeing.
why Khalil Mack had to go, was because they couldn't. I mean,
Because I couldn't pay the coach.
that's
yeah.
just insane.
Put your can up there. I got my second pick.
Oh,
This
God
is an
dang it.
easy one. I've got Green Bay.
You did have Green
That's
Bay.
the first time I've ever done that.
Right, actually,
I have Green Bay. That's
just
not
so
a good
mad.
omen. Bet the hell against that. Shout out, that's producer Joe that just walked by.
We're actually we're gonna need to go get a Rams can now because that is
that
infested.
is a terrible omen.
That's infested with just bad juju.
That's a really bad omen right there. The Packers are +8, +8.5. Like you're gonna put Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on.
Other way. Come on,
What are you
man.
doing?
Let's just leave it. You're good.
Who cares?
It's
They're probably not going to be right anyway.
It's an ugly logo anyway, so you don't want to see it.
But I'm taking the Packers plus 8. I think 8.5 at some places.
All right, Sunday night.
That's going to be a fun one.
This is a game that I really want to see. I want to see the Saints go into Minnesota and absolutely destroy them.
Now, that game is essentially a pick-em.
It's a pick 'em.
It's
It's a
New
pick 'em. Sorry, I
Orleans
forgot to say
minus 1.
I had it as a pick 'em, but
Right now, it's New Orleans minus 1.
that's on me. That was last night too. But
That's gonna
the
be
Vikings
a
have
hell of a
so much false hope right now. They think that they're this great team. Unless they get the running back, you got to get him healthy. You got to let him get back.
game. Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins, I don't know.
Everson Griffin's back, though.
The defensive player that went crazy.
It's a little harsh term.
No, I didn't mean like that. I just think he literally went crazy, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he took a gun to a hotel or something.
Yeah, it's great. It's great that he's back. But
But we disagree on this because you're taking.
oh, guys, I'm really bad with it.
Yeah, you are.
You like the Vikings?
I'm taking the Vikings at home, essentially in a pick. I don't think the Vikings are as bad as you think they are.
I just
They've
hope.
grown a lot in the last
And
couple weeks.
this also may be just towards Pigoy too.
Yeah.
Because he
That does
tagged us
kinda
in a
hurt.
tweet last week about
Oh, the Vikings are
we're the
first.
Bears. First of all, the Packers were on a bye week.
Yeah.
First of all,
Let's take it
and
easy.
we lost to the New England Patriots.
Patriots.
You lost to the Bills. Shut up. Shut up.
Who the Packers beat 19-0.
I don't care about that. I care about that the Vikings
When
lost to them.
Green Bay is the only team in the NFC North to beat the Buffalo Bills this year, you two are buying something.
You know what I think? What I think we should do is whoever beats the Bills by the most points gets the division. So if we would have beat them by
You
20,
have to beat them by 20.
that's fine. I'll take that.
I'm with you. I agree with you on that. Shake on it.
I would
There
take
we
it,
go.
honestly.
All right, I'm actually with you on that. I actually don't mind that at all.
You don't think we could go in there and win by more than 20? I mean,
No.
They don't have Josh Allen though. That was who they had when they played
Bears
you.
lost to the Dolphins, so
Oh my God.
we barely
Let's
beat
move
the
on.
Cardinals. So let's take it easy.
22-0.
I don't know what that. Oh, 22-0. Oh, is that what it was? So you have to beat them by 23.
Oh,
Sorry, I turned the
take
game
it.
off after it was 19-0. I stopped.
we agreed on 19. So
No. You said whoever wins by the most points. So
and we'll both do this.
we're gonna
we
agree
both
on
have
this
the
one,
Patriots,
actually.
which is pretty wild because it is. I don't like how that's.
I don't either. It's because it was a couple years ago.
Let's just do this. 'Cause I don't need to know they're 5 times Super Bowl champs. They're 14-point favorites, which is insane. But like we said, they're playing the Buffalo Bills.
Who scored 5 points in Indianapolis last week? Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's not
against
back.
a great Indianapolis Colts team.
So here's the options. Either Nathan Peterman or Derek Anderson is going to start.
Derek Anderson,
You could
What a
say the
guy.
Patriots minus 38, and I would probably still take it.
I mean, like you said, you maybe should rethink it because as bad as you think, if you think that the loss to the Dolphins was bad, Brock Osweiler is definitely better than Derek Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, and hopefully we're rolling off a big win against the Jets.
Well,
too.
in our defense, Green Bay did beat Josh Allen, so let's relax.
That is true, but yeah, they did beat Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But I still can't believe that the Vikings lost to him, and we just forgot about it.
And, didn't even lose, got their asses handed to them.
At home.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Are Vikings not a good team at home?
The Vikings just aren't. Well, they're going to win this week. That's why I picked them. So.
Let's move on to a bright side for both of us.
Yes.
The Blackhawks. The
Big
Chicago
win
Blackhawks.
last night.
Let's see. I forgot the record. 5-2-1.
That's not right. There's no way.
6-2-1.
6-2-2.
6-2-2.
6-2-2. That's right. 6-2-2.
And
They're in second place.
Looking good. Crawford's looking great.
Yes, he's starting to get
Cam Ward
things figured out.
I gave Cam Ward a lot of shit at the beginning of the season, but he is a good backup goalie.
Yes,
and I don't mind him
exactly.
coming every once in a while and coming in on a back-to-back because as me and Boomy accidentally gave false information on my radio show, Cam Ward and Crawford split that night. Remember we said he had all those saves? I looked it up. Cam Ward was the goalie the second night.
Gotcha.
But that was whatever to me that I screwed it up, but I was very happy that to know that we have a good backup goalie because
Cam Ward, I believe,
Crawford can go
won
on
a
some
Stanley
weird-
Cup in Carolina or played in a Stanley Cup.
we have
Back
some-
to our quick question
we
here.
have some
Adam
comments.
asked if Josh Allen is injured. He's still injured. He's not playing.
He is very tall. He has huge hands, and he just loves it.
But he's asking, is he
I know.
injured? I think
I
he's
know.
still out. I don't
I'm
think
just doing
they
the
cleared-
PMT bit.
Yeah, he does have huge hands. Looks great in shorts.
6-2-2. Thank you.
But I'm pretty sure he is out this week. It doesn't matter. The Bills stink. Back to the Blackhawks, the important stuff. The Blackhawks offense has looked fun.
Let's look at this.
Here's the thing, though. Like we even talked about this.
I grabbed
on
the
your
mic
radio
'cause I think
show.
it's so cool.
I like that. We talked about this on your radio show. That the offense is there. It's the Blackhawks' success this year to me is simply going to come down to: are they going to be good enough on defense to not have to play in 6-5 games and 5-4 games, where the games where they're going to have to score a half a dozen goals? If they can avoid those games, the Blackhawks are going to be set. But it's all going to ride off the defense.
Yeah, let's go through the offense. Kaner, through 10 games, has 9 goals. DeBrincat, the cat, has 8 goals. Taze has 6 goals. I mean, these guys are just unbelievable right now.
playing
DeBrincat
really
is
well.
unbelievable. Kane is back to being just the Kane of old.
Yeah.
I just love
and
seeing
like
it.
we've used his terms a couple times on our podcast, which if you don't listen to that, you need to go check it out. That this is
Rate, subscribe.
It's a rejuvenation, I feel like, with the Blackhawks. Like some guys just feel rejuvenated, and they even talk about it in the commercial. And I don't know how much of that is real or not. But what do you do when you miss the playoffs for the first time in 10 years? They look like a team that's pissed off that they missed the playoffs for the first time.
And it also looks like a team who's well rested too.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they've been well rested. They haven't never had an off season like this since really any of those guys. I mean, Patrick Kane and Taze, they've made it for the last, what was it? 8 years, 9 years?
10 years.
10 years.
First time in 10 years.
They've both been playing a lot of Olympic hockey, which
Yeah.
is not allowed now. You're not allowed to play.
It goes Olympic by Olympic,
which
though.
is dumb.
I'm with you there.
I think they should be able to choose whatever they want to do. It's the teams trying to protect their players. You know what? You don't pay them enough to be able to do that.
Exactly.
If you paid them like crazy amounts of money and you were, I mean, I know you're well invested in these players, but come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
We actually talked about this back when we were doing the podcast on our own, back when the Winter Olympics was happening. So I think it is an interesting point, though. Like these guys finally have some time to rest. They have time to sit back and think, like, hey, we weren't good last year. We didn't do enough, for ourselves, and it kind of kicked them in the teeth. And I
Hockey's
think
a
they
long season.
Finally noticed that. It is, and that's the thing. Like the Blackhawks looked great the other night. 4-1, I believe, was the final, and then there's other nights where they get beat like 6-2.
Yeah. But
But
I mean,
in
that
that-
was also the Lightning too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The Lightning are very good.
Yeah, they are. I think as far as the winter goes, the Blackhawks are going to be your bright spot
Because
for Chicago sports
that's just a nice
this
little
summer.
segue into
Winter.
No,
I said summer.
whatever. It's Chicago Bulls.
Oh God.
I mean,
we have to
have
do
Bobby
this?
Portis out. We have Lori. First of all, sports radio, Chicago sports radio. Maybe you want to like switch up your radio commercials every once in a while, because I heard a commercial the other day. Yeah, no, today said, "Come watch your favorite Bulls." Lori Markkinen, Chris Dunn,
Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis. Those three
All
guys
three
were
in
all
here.
in that commercial. I'm like, we're not going to see a lot of those guys for at least 2 months.
No.
Maybe change up the commercial and it'd be like, you're coming
Come
to
see Ryan Archidiakono.
Come see Jabari try to play defense. Watch Campaign throw up 15 to 20 3-pointers a night. Like, it is ugly out there. And I'm
Watch
happy about it.
Ryan Archidiakono
I
tried
am
not to get his
honestly-
lunch money taken from much better defenders in the NBA.
I'm over it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm already over it because
I had the game on when you got here, and I had it on mute because I was watching Seinfeld. That was more important to me.
And Seinfeld, great show. But I can't get myself worked up about the Bulls right now.
I actually am the opposite. I'm a little pissed off because
Well, I can get worked up in the fact that I'm mad at them, but I'm not going to get the worked up over games.
And we even talked about this in our group message this week. But like this whole Jabari Parker $20 million a year is all a sham.
Yeah.
They did this so people would buy tickets, and now look at it.
I have a thing to say, though. How good has Derrick Rose looked? I mean, he looks like Derrick Rose of, I wouldn't say of old, because that's not ever going to happen, but he is hitting people with crossovers.
Yeah.
He is getting the basket. I mean, he is doing more than any player. other than Zach LaVine is looking good.
Right.
I don't know if he had 30 points tonight or not. He had the first four games had 30 points. I think the only other person that had done that was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And there was actually one other guy, but he did it 3 times. Who was it, Bobby? I can't remember. But
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
some older player.
Yeah.
But Derrick Rose is – I love seeing this.
Yeah,
I love
it
seeing
is so fun to watch.
Derrick Rose. I mean, he deserves to be in a better spot than Minnesota because – but really, truthfully, I don't know if anyone would have gave him the amount of minutes at the beginning of the year
Right,
if he
if
wasn't
Tom
playing for
Thibodeau,
Tibbs.
yeah.
Tibbs loves Derrick Rose.
Well, that's his guy. I mean, he was the face of the town for a long time, and it is nice because like it flashes me back to being like 18 years old when the Bulls were really competitive, and you had to tune in every night.
It's so sad, watching those old Derrick Rose videos. It's just
Because I think it's sad because it was so short lived,
And it was
like
just
that.
like
Just to me, like it was there, and then it was not.
Sorry about that.
Zach screwing.
You guys
around on
wanted
his
to hear?
phone.
It's like the feedback on like when you're calling the radio.
And you have
It's
your
like, hey,
radio
can you
on.
turn your phone down there,
Everybody
first time
turn your
caller?
radio down there in the back.
We got this meatball on the phone. First of all, I've
Levine
never been a
had
big
20
fan of.
Levine had only had 20 tonight. Well, that explains why they got beat by 30.
Not a big fan of the word. I never really knew the word meatball. Was like just a Chicago fan. Just
You're a
like,
Chicago meatball.
yeah, like you're
I just
going crazy over sports. Like, not a fan of it.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Levine dropped. Oh,
They
thank
had
you,
20.
Nate
but,
Bradford.
Like 20. Yeah, that's great. They lost by 30. Like they stink.
They stink. I mean-
to a team they just beat the other night.
I mean,
They got waxed.
over the next few weeks, we'll have Lauri Markkanen probably come back, and Dunn will come back, and Bobby Portis will come back. But
Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be the same thing as last year. They're going to win just enough games. They're going to win like 7 or 8 games in a row, and they're going to screw us out of a top 10 pick or a top 5 pick again. That's exactly what's going to happen. Mark my words by it. Because you're already there now. You already stink. Just stink the rest of the year. Let's get the number 1 overall pick. Let's win 6 games this year.
I just don't know if the Bulls are. I mean, they're going to really have to put it together if they're going to want to do that, because what happened last year was they went on a few strings of wins. And I just don't see, unless they can get everyone healthy at the same time, which I don't think is going to happen, I think that they're going to just not – they're not going to put together 10 to 15 wins. I mean, they
Right.
literally put that together right before they traded Nico. And I just don't trust it.
Yeah.
Assume that your mic's out.
Well, then give me yours.
Mike's out.
You put a lot of hand sanitizer on earlier.
Give me 2 mics.
Here we go, live on air, changing of the guards.
It don't matter. Hopefully I'm back. Hopefully my microphone isn't having the same issues.
Maybe you're lucky and you can't hear him.
Yeah, that lucky Nate. Thanks for the help there, Nate. But like it's so frustrating because like we talked about this early in the year, like how much we thought the Bulls were going to be back and how well that they were going to do.
That was right around the time the Cubs lost, though.
So
So I was just
frustrating.
grabbing onto anything I could. Like, I mean,
It's
to think that
so
this
annoying.
team was going to be good, it makes me feel like the biggest dummy.
Yeah, I
Because,
know.
I
That's
mean,
I completely agree.
what are they even going to do? It doesn't matter, dude. Like, it doesn't matter anymore because who's gonna win from the East? It doesn't matter. I mean,
Right.
if you're looking through the first games, even with LeBron's team being, I think, not very good, that team is still could win against the East.
I
team.
know
Like,
that team would finish 2nd or 3rd in the East.
like it's crazy.
Have you noticed how good Josh Hart's playing?
Is it weird?
Balling right now. Kyle Kuzma is a stud.
I just don't
Now,
get
granted,
it.
I've watched every Lakers game this year, so
How can he be on the same team as Lance Stevenson and Rajon Rondo? Those two guys must hate him so much.
oh yeah,
I mean, I really don't. I think LeBron's kind of living in his own world right now too. I mean, he's out there to play basketball, but he's also thinking a lot about after his career.
Yeah,
he's out
for
there to
sure.
make movies, and he's on to the next chapter.
right. Well, I think like the thing that he and most people don't even realize this is like LeBron is out there to not even be competitive this year. LeBron doesn't care about this year. LeBron's looking to get a guy like Kevin Durant in there next year so that they can, do something. They're looking for another free agent, so I'm not too concerned about it. I've watched every Lakers game this year, so I ain't too worried about it.
I am not worried about it at all. I think we have says
still
no.
having. Maybe it's just Nate's end.
I don't know. We'll be all right. Want to go right into the top 5?
No,
wait.
baseball.
No, baseball.
We can't forget baseball.
I have.
All right, you teased us with this, so I've got to hear this Kyle Schwarber rant. I'm getting prepared for.
I'm tired of all this. Kyle Schwarber is going to be traded. Kyle Schwarber is not going to be back next year. Kyle Schwarber is going to be Amora or Happ or Schwarber. Keep Schwarber out of your name. Keep Schwarber's name out of your mouth. I don't need to hear it. I'm done. We can't just give up on this guy.
No,
Why is everyone just giving up on him? I get it that maybe he had a bad year. He's not the best outfielder I've ever seen.
It's so easy to shit on him because he's not a good left fielder.
No, but really and truthful,
because people can say he had a bad year at the plate and he butchers balls.
A good outfielder?
He's better than Kyle Schwarber.
Well, I understand that, but that's just like I don't know. I think you can almost in left field. I don't want to say you can fake it till you make it, but we put Alfonso Soriano out there.
Exactly.
He turned into a okay outfielder. I get it. You want him on a team where you can DH, but
I'm not going. Adam said, "Don't trade." I am with you. Do not trade Kyle Schwarber yet.
If you trade him, I'm going to be pretty mad.
I am going to be too. He is actually probably my favorite player.
Hey, Theo, if you're listening to this, I'm going to be pretty mad.
Yeah, Theo, we know you listen, so just
so my rant is.
Stop
I'm done hearing about Kyle Schwarber, and I'm going to start getting mad online if I start hearing it again.
I can't wait for Triggered Zelo.
I try to stay away from all the negative comments.
I don't. I dive right into them.
No, I mean I just don't look like.
Oh, I do. I do.
Because I think.
Okay.
I think Pigoy sits up at night looking for trolls.
Oh, 100%. Shout out,
We're good now?
Maybe you're listening. But no, dude, I'm with you. Like Kyle Schwarber, and especially when the MLB gets their head out of their ass and just lets both leagues have the DH, then Kyle Schwarber is going to be the most valuable person in the National League. So I don't want to hear a word about it because it's going to happen, as it should.
Also, okay, I always bring this up on the podcast. I bring it up everywhere. What's going on with Chris Bryant? Has he not had surgery? Has he done anything with the shoulder?
Nobody knows. It's a secret.
This must be the Scott Boras secret of the year because I'm not worried, but I would like to see like a little. I always like to see like just post surgery feeling better. Like
first hacks in the cage.
Literally was the end of his season. Was that like? Come on.
Yeah, dude, it's tough. Because, like, you would like to see, the first hacks in the cage, first time throwing after surgery. So I'm with you there. I'm completely with you.
Let's move on to the World Series.
Yeah, dude, the series is over.
Let's see if we have a little update on the game. The Dodgers are actually up 1-0. The Dodgers can win tonight.
But the Dodgers have been up. They were up in game 2, and they walked in runs and gave up hits.
Which is
late
weird
with
because
the bullpen.
their bullpen is pretty good.
They have Kenley Jansen, but other than that, they're not great by any stretch.
Yeah, but to get to this point, you had to. I mean, I guess the Cubs. You have to have a solid bullpen to get to this point. I don't care what you say.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Evan Goy really said I would cut Bryant like the Thanksgiving turkey. Evan Goy, that is the dumbest comment anyone has ever left on our Facebook video.
Can you block people from commenting?
That is the wildest, most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. This guy won a college player of the year, minor league player of the year, and rookie of the year, and NL MVP in 4 back-to-back years. Don't tell me that Chris Bryant's done. I don't want to hear any of that garbage. That is asinine. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
To cut him is like the craziest thing to say.
Because, you only owe him like $90 million.
Which, I don't know, you don't actually owe him.
This is also coming from a guy who thinks David Bodie's a good baseball player.
David Bodie is a lot older than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's like 33.
And I heard he's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
But
cutting Chris Bryant is the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Wait, how much money do they owe? I don't
even care if they owe it. He was the MVP 2 years ago.
I'm just saying he hasn't signed his big contract.
I know, but he's still. I guarantee they owe him a decent amount. He was a first-round pick.
Well, yeah, but cutting him
literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You've been cut from this podcast thing show. I can't believe I even saw that.
Come on. I know Evan is out there. He reaches for stuff and like tries to, blow things up that are out of proportion, but that's literally the worst take I've ever heard.
We kind of overreacted. He said cut like surgery.
Oh, thank God.
But you did. You kind of worded it in a different way.
Okay. All right, Evan, I take that back. I apologize. That wasn't the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but you do need to clarify things. Okay. Whew. I definitely thought Evan Goy was trying to get us.
You're back. Hey, we didn't cut you. We didn't cut you.
Sorry, Evan. I got a little heated there.
But, yeah, that was a wild statement. I mean, you got to word it.
Yeah, you got to word that better. Cut him open for surgery like the Thanksgiving turkey is a better one.
Yeah, I hope. I couldn't throw strikes.
Oh, you've never had 2 bad years in a row?
I've had 23 straight years being not a very good pitcher.
Well,
so, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, here we go. Cutting him would be ridiculous. Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for clearing that up, Igor. We apologize. But the World Series is over. It's going to be the Red Sox in 5. I do think the Dodgers are going to steal one out in L.A., but it's going to be Red Sox. The Red Sox are just too good.
Red Sox in 5, I would actually agree with that.
I'm going to probably put some money on it.
I don't bet anymore, so.
For now. I thought you were back last weekend.
I'm always afraid. Like, I always just know something bad's about to happen.
Because you're waiting for that call from the bookie like, hey, you owe me $300?
Yeah, that's not a good call. It's a very scary call.
Oh,
but I want to move on to the top 5.
All right. As usual, we have our TCF top 5. That's a tongue twister. I am going for my 4th win in a row. I've been kicking Zach's ass the last couple weeks. But this week's activity is a top 5 fall/cold weather activities. Things to do.
Actually, it's soda.
We changed it, didn't we?
You were the one that
This
was
is
like,
bad.
That's hilarious. Because he was the one.
That's all right. Psych, I got you all.
We were before the show. He's like, I don't know if I could find. And I'm like, I don't know if I could either. And then we changed it.
In my defense, my wife has been refilling my glass the whole night. So,
well, in your defense,
I did it once.
All night.
That's all night.
That's all night. That was funny.
Psych, I got you all. It's top 5.
So
sodas.
for that, I'm gonna go first.
All right, I'll let you go first. I get snake draft.
Cherry cola.
Sorry, cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke.
Okay, cherry Coke. That's a good solid pick.
Beautiful, especially when
The
you're
nice thing about cherry Coke is it can be enjoyed in the winter and in the summer.
Yes.
Because it's got that nice little fruity kick with it.
Yeah, I like it. Especially when you're a little hungover, you just want a little pop.
I haven't picked anything yet.
Cherry cola.
I'm going to go the classic. I am still 8 years old at heart. I'm going to go Mountain Dew with number 1.
Mountain Dew is your
Mountain
favorite.
Dew. But I've grown up. I've become a little bit more of an adult now. I drink a lot of Diet Mountain Dew. Well, yeah. But I drink a lot of Diet Mountain Dew. But overall, Mountain Dew, classic Mountain Dew, is far and above the best soda ever.
Beautiful.
My number 2, this is, I think, also an easy one. I'm going to go with Dr. Pepper.
Not a big Dr. Pepper.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Just not a big Dr. Pepper.
It is a
guy.
very highly contentious argument that you either love Dr. Pepper or you hate it. And I personally, I love it.
It's like a little argument you'd have about a Hershey's bar.
Well, that wasn't even an argument because that's trash.
Because can't be two sides to anything, huh? You couldn't believe that I liked Hershey's.
I couldn't believe it. Because you're not 78 years old or my mother.
I just like Hershey's. It's good. And you also lumped me in with the whole Hershey's family.
Someone I work with offered me a Hershey's bar the other day, and I said, no, thank you.
You're an idiot.
I swear to God.
Turn down free food? Dumb.
Yes, turn down a free Hershey's bar. That's how I roll.
All right, my second is Fanta. Orange Fanta.
Oh!
I was a huge
At 2?
Orange Fanta. Yes, because...
Are you insane?
Listen,
Did you forget other sodas exist?
See...
Oh, Orange Crush or Fanta? Which one are you going with?
Fanta, but if we're gonna keep just going on these lists and then I get like hated on for my second one, then we're just not gonna do them anymore.
No, we're doing these every week.
Because I can't wait to hear your third one because I'm gonna rip it down too.
All right, this is an easy. You left this open for me. Actually,
you get another the third one. If you didn't know how the snake.
Well, you're the one that gave it to me.
No, I said I can't wait to hear.
No, but you get to go right now.
I know. I know. I'm gonna go with what do I want to go with?
You don't know.
I don't know. Because now my head's all flustered because I'm getting yelled at. I'm going to go with... Ooh. It's like a... I can't remember. It's like a Sierra Mist red cranberry.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Very good.
Yeah, that is actually a solid choice.
Oh, really? Thank you. Hey, thanks for the validation. Whenever I think about
You don't
these, I'm
win
like,
much, so I got to give you what you can get.
I hope Chance likes my picks.
It's Boomy, dumbass.
Oh, whatever. You don't think these people know?
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
true. Look at the people that watch this. My third pick, I'm going to go
You.
with...
How mad you got me? I'm going
Flush.
government names.
I-
That's not your government name.
I'm going to go with Diet Coke.
Oh, you. Gross.
Let's hear it.
Gross. Oh, I can't believe you did that at number 3.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's your third pick. That's crazy. Can you guys believe Diet Coke? That's gross, dude. Ew.
Diet Coke is the far superior diet drink in all of the land.
And I'm not going to argue with that because I don't drink diet soda.
I don't have a mic, but I was wondering, like, what about Coke Zero? What do you like better, Diet Coke?
Oh, actually, that's
Coke
a good...
Zero's better.
Coke Zero is better. Coke Zero's better, but here's the thing. Usually that's not an option.
My drink was old people drink.
Excuse me?
Old people drink Diet Coke.
I feel like old people.
You're calling your parents old? I'm pretty sure your parents drink Diet Coke.
That's fine. I mean, I bet you
That's kinda
people
rude.
their age drink Fanta too.
No, I don't think anybody drinks
I
Fanta,
love-
cuz.
the Fanta.
You
before
and
I was
6-year-olds drink
interrupted-
Fanta.
Before I was really interrupted, they had at my high school they had the machine and had the Fanta and it. Always got it right after PE.
What a poor school.
Beautiful.
Because no one drinks Fanta, they drink Orange Crush.
I don't care. I mean, I had the Fanta. I didn't have Orange Crush. There's really no difference.
All right, with my fourth pick, I'm going to go with classic Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Me and my brother had this argument
Basic.
all the time. I actually don't really care the difference between Coke and Pepsi. Like, to me, they're not that different.
But you would argue
and this is
it.
probably going to trigger people. Fine. They taste the same to me. I'm going to say it. Coke and Pepsi taste the same to me.
Can we do a blind taste test to see if you can tell the difference?
We will
I bet
definitely
you-
be doing
I
a
bet you
blind
could
taste
easily
test.
tell the difference.
Yeah, because Coke is sweeter. Just a little bit. But, like, it doesn't change the flavor to me that much. Whatever. It just doesn't. If you give me a choice, I want Coke or Pepsi, I'll probably be like, whichever one's in your right hand, just hand it to me. Like, I really don't care. It's not that big of a difference to me. So Pepsi is my fourth and final choice. What's your fifth?
We go.
You get five. Well, last week I only chose 4, and I still kicked your ass. So
I think I'm on number 4, right?
yeah, you're
You
on.
just said your
you
fourth
get
and final
4 and
pick.
5, and I get 5. That's how
I
Snake
know, but
Draft
you just
works.
said your 4th and final pick.
Did I?
Yes, you did. I was just. making
Okay,
sure.
my 4th and second final pick was Pepsi.
There's so many good pops.
It depends if it's fountain or.
That's a good point.
That is, I mean, a lot of pops are better fountain. I'm a
Well,
big fountain.
I think
pop guy.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure anything other than like Pepsi or Coke is better. Like Pepsi or Coke in a can or bottle is better than fountain. Everything else is better out of the
I'm
fountain.
going. Your dad's probably favorite, the red coat, Mountain Dew Code Red. I love that. I'm a big fan of the red sodas.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Like pops.
I was
red
essentially raised on Code Red.
flavor. Oh, I mean,
My dad is a diehard Code Red.
And if there's one
freak.
thing you don't do in the Bloomhurst house, you do not drink the red.
You don't drink Brian's
You don't
Code
drink his
Red.
pop because he'll know. He just knows.
He's got him counted. You do not touch
Down
Brian's
to-
Code Reds.
Or like if he has the leader in there, he might just.
Oh, he used to do it. That's great. You brought that up. My dad used to mark
that was
on
a
his
joke, but I
2-liter
can-
bottles of Code Red where it was the last time he drank it. So if you drank out of it, he knew it. That is not a made up story.
I believe you 110%.
What's your fifth and final?
It's tough because I'm not like the big. I like drink soda, but I'm usually like the same ones.
You're boring.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
a
that's
basic.
That's cool.
Basic dude.
That's cool. He did take Fanta too.
I like
Yikes.
Fanta. It's my big one.
Do you want me to give my fifth?
Yeah, you can go with your.
All right, this is an
I
easy
don't
one.
think it'll cross.
Baja Blast.
Ooh.
Baja Blast. And I don't care. It is better out of the fountain at Taco Bell, but I do enjoy the bottles and the cans. Baja Blast is just... I remember when Baja Blast came out, and I remember going to Taco Bell just to have Baja Blast.
I'll go with a nice little. If you're sick, a nice 7-Up, a nice cracker.
Shout out to
7-Up.
our late grandfather, big diehard 7-Up fan. Like
7-Up, nice.
the biggest
to calm
diehard 7-Up
to
fan.
calm
I've
your
ever met.
tummy.
Which actually,
Beautiful.
did you actually see this? There was an article out that, ginger ale and 7-Up actually make your stomach ache worse. There was a
That's-
scientist. That is
Not what I wanted to hear. after
That
you
is
said
that is fake news. 100% don't believe it for a second. But I actually saw an article that some study said that makes it worse. Actually,
Who wrote the article?
Some
Alex Jones.
Yeah, probably. It was probably all the gay frogs peeing in it. That guy is insane.
That guy is off the
I
handle.
hope Alex Jones watches this because I want it. Alex Jones, if you're watching this, please come on. You can sit right here. We'll take the screen down. You can sit right in the middle. You're a lunatic.
He's blacklisted on like everything.
Well, he got
Everything.
kicked off of Twitter.
He's kicked off of everything.
He is an insane person. He said the frogs were making everyone gay, so.
No, it was the contamination in the water was turning the frogs.
Frogs gay, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Either way, he's a
character.
Looney Tune.
He's a character. Yeah, he's pretty much banned from everywhere because he just says the stupidest things. Like,
Yes.
He just screams. He's like, he literally just goes nuts.
They're
And
hilarious.
that's his thing. Yeah, he's like a character.
But make sure you go and vote. We'll have this poll up on Twitter to see who won this. I'm going for 4 in a row, so shout out if you vote me. If you vote Zach, you like font tattoos.
I think you have a bunch of burner Twitter accounts and you just go and vote.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
That's You're like the Astros cheating.
Nah, I'm just like KD.
What? What does that mean?
Burners.
You signed to the
Burner accounts.
Oh, it's like you signed to a team that's really good that beat you the year before.
We did sign to a team that's really good. It's called @theloop_sports.
That was a
Like
good
that
one.
shameless plug right there.
That was good. You can also go follow the main page @typical_Chicago. You can follow me right here.
I'm down here @BoomyTCF. Make sure you give us a follow. Catch us next week, probably about the same time.
And hopefully, around the same time. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Have a great
Thanks,
week.
especially thanks to everyone who commented. We actually appreciate that more than just you tuning in and watching.
Oh.
So if you commented
we
appreciate that
them both
more than just watching.
We equally appreciate
No, I appreciate you more than just the watchers.
just know that
That's fine.
that's fine.
I can live with
You're
it.
like the bad cop. I'm the good
I am the bad cop. Who's the bad guy?
Who's the bad
Say
guy?
good night to the bad guy.
All right, have a good weekend. If you're going to a wedding, have a good time.
Yeah, just have a good time. It's a weekend.
I'm just saying, it's the wedding time of year. Love weddings. Just a great time. Weddings are so much fun, too. I always forget
But
how much
weddings
fun
aren't like seasonal.
No, but I'm just saying, this time of year, I
segregated.
just feel like there's a lot of weddings this time of year. Like, there's always a wedding this time of year.
I feel like you could say that like 80% of the year.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, summer is wedding season. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. Summer is wedding season.
Thank you. Fall is wedding season. You just make things up on this podcast, and this thing, and you just say it, and you're just like, oh, it has to be true.
Because it came out of my mouth. You heard it first.
I think you're wrong. I think
All
you should
right.
go with the lady who has planned weddings. She knows.
Just one wedding.
Oh, a wedding. But you've been through the plan. You know. Yeah, well, it's one wedding.
Only been married once.
For now.
You know what I'm saying? What's up with this guy? Have a good night.
Peace.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, man. Oh. 9:10. Oh. My mom texted me. Do you have my iPad?